Hi Gemini, this is Yonjo from Truth is Change Tarot, and I'm here to do your February 2017 reading. I just want to say thank you to all the folks who've liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it a lot. So, yeah, let's get started. So your overall message for February is trickery. So let's read what it says from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck here. All right. During trying times, things may be easier if you ask for help. Don't be disappointed if assistance does not come from the place you expect. Am I afraid to tell the truth? How does that fear make me manipulate others? What do I really need to say? And then, other message is here. Notice here that there may be manipulation because of fear of being rejected. There is no evil intent, only a deep desire to be loved. This card may also indicate that you should practice asking for your true heart's desire rather than fearing someone else's resentment. Alright, so the cards to help to clarify that are Travel and Illuminate. So, alright, so, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. I mean, they're all pretty straightforward. But it's basically saying that, I think what I'm getting is just putting a false sense of yourself up so you don't feel like you, for fear of being just, fear of being rejected. So it's a card just relates to trickery because it's just like, it's like, it's not that you're trying to trick somebody, but it's a form of, it's a tactic to navigate the world to present a certain front that you know people are going to like. And that front might not necessarily actually be you. You know, with the travel card, what I'm picking up is just like feeling almost out of your body. Like I'm getting like, feeling like you have to travel to different pieces of yourself and expose those, but not expose the whole thing. And I think this month you're going to come to a realization that in order to actually manifest and the abundance that you want, that truly fits who you are as a person, you need to reveal who you are as a person. Like, for example, if I, really want, if I go with a stereotype of having a certain partner who's X, Y, and Z, but that's not who I really am, but that's who the people around me are, and I'm like, but I really want to be with somebody. But then someone comes into my life and they're exactly what I said I wanted in terms of how other people around me would perceive that, but it's not actually, that person is not actually right for me, if that makes sense. In other words, yeah. So, given that example, let's go to the love part of the reading. So you have, for singles, 4 of Wands and the 7 of Cups in the reverse. So with these two together, it's like trying to find stability among a lot of different options that are being presented to you. And the 4 of Wands doesn't just have to do with the stability. It can also do with just an event that's happening, like a party or art opening or whatever celebration that's happening around you in your community, birthday, whatever. And what's being presented to you at that party is connected to this sign of illumination. It's like, with the 7 of Cups upright, it has to do with all these sort of false choices that will bring you a unsatisfying success. So you have all these things that are presented, and you kind of like, oh, that sounds good, I know it'll bring me that. With the reverse, it's just like you have one choice. It's one choice that's being illuminated. It's asking you to make one choice that really connects to who you are. And I think, let's get more for this story. the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So let me not pull another one yet. So with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it has to do with finding stability and coming to an end of a cycle. I think with this card in particular is asking you to let go of what you thought makes you stable, like what you thought makes you stable in connection with others. Because the Ten of Pentacles just has to do with family, has to do with community in a larger sense, you know, and it's asking you to let go. I think you'll be at an event and you'll have a realization. You're gonna be like, this doesn't necessarily fit me. I thought it would because this is what is expected of me in the larger society and around my friends, whatever. But I know that there's this one way, this one choice that out of all these things that are being presented to me that actually feels good. Pull my card here. Yeah, you have the Summit of Swords in reverse, which is definitely connected with to the card of trickery and really illuminating the deception, the self-deception that you've been in terms of who you want to attract as a partner, who you want to be in friendship and community with, and who you just what really drives you to connect with other people. One last card. Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. With the Six of Cups in reverse, it's just like kind of holding on to the past. And I think in this sense, it's just really asking you to break free of the past narratives that you've written about yourself and kind of allow yourself to rewrite that. You're the author, no one else is going to live that story. So just really take the time to kind of go back and find the roots of it and kind of find a different foundation to move off of to build. All right, so with the couples here, you have the Chariot here and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Take a little sip here. So it's interesting because with the Chariot and the King of Pentacles, they both have to do with a sense of stability. So with the Chariot, okay, so there's a dynamic in y'all's relationship where it's almost you don't really know how to stabilize your relationship now that you've gotten the information necessary. Now that you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do in terms of trying to continue the momentum of your relationship, but you're not totally sure what that looks like. Or you don't really know what your goal is. That you've been working, a lot of times these relationships are not, it's not about your end goal in the sense of like, we're gonna get married, we're gonna do, XYZ milestones. It's like a larger of how you want to connect with each other, how you want to relate with each other. Yeah, you have the Temperance. How you want to be, this basically has to do with being a connection. And it has to do with just being at one with each other, feeling connected in a very interdependent way, not in a codependent or dependent way. So you have the information. I think really it's just a matter of like trusting yourself. And then with the Five of Cups here, it has to do with just like releasing. I think it will allow you to move forward because like I'm just imagining this car and that is your relationship. And you're trying to move forward, but you're kind of a little bit heavier. Like you know how to go forward, don't necessarily how to go where you're going. And I think once you release this baggage, this in terms of the regret, guilt, disappointments, you'll be able to move forward. Your car will be a lot lighter. Your relationship will be a lot lighter, so you'll be able to actually envision what that looks like. Because if you're so busy trying to figure out what's going wrong, you won't be able to really take the time to be like, and this is what I actually want. Yeah, nitpicking is what I'm getting. That word, nitpicking, and creating room for imperfection in a way that isn't interfering with y'all's boundaries is what I'm getting as well. All right, so let's get into the work, career, work, passion, community. So with these cards here, you have the, I remember the Six of Pentacles. This one's really confusing because it's like, does not make sense. Okay, the Six of Wands here in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands. These are two, look at this. Look at this. Two cards that are just like, hey, we're here. This is awesome. Okay, so you have this wonderful, oh, look at this, look. This wonderful, like, beginnings, energy, inspiration, emotional newness, emotional beginning, a new way of connecting, all this energy. But it's like you don't have this self-esteem to be able to address and embrace that energy. You know, with the Six of Wands, it really has to do with feeling a sense of victory, feeling a sense of pride, feeling a sense of like, just like, yeah, I got it, self-confidence. But right now, it's reversed. And I'm like, why is it reversed? You have the Five of Pentacles here. So it's reversed perhaps because you have felt like an outsider in the situation. Like maybe your ideas have been a little bit out there and people have shot them down, or how you engage with your community, like you kind of feel like the weirdo, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, green hair with a weird... Me trying to quote a lyric in that song. Anyways, so with the Five of Pentacles, it's just really feeling like left out in the cold, like an outsider. Like you don't have the resources and the means necessary to reach your goals. But understand that the underlying factor of that is just kind of excuses. Not excuses. Some of them are excuses. But there are things that are kind of keeping you from reaching this beautiful energy, in the sense that they're self-imposed. You know. No. Yeah, in the sense that they're self-imposed. Yeah. Oops. Three of Swords here. So, like I said, it's just like you had this experience of just really being heartbroken, in the sense of like being told like your ideas are shit or something, like, and now you're just like, well, I don't know, but you have this energy, it's so great, look at it, it's here for you. It's awesome. So yeah, so you have that in the bag. It's just a matter of being able to ascend to a level where you are able to be face to face with your potential. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. So let's get to your spirituality and higher purpose. So you have the Death card here, the Strength card, and the Chariot here once again. So, and this is kind of like your internal dialogue, is how I'm realizing I should put it. So you are having a difficult time with the changes that are present in your life, or that you know you need to do. Especially, like I said earlier with that trickery card, it's just like, you know you can't be living your life that way and actually get the goals that you want. You know, you really are just like, you can't keep going like that. And you have a hard time dealing with that because you just want to keep things up the same way. But the reality is that, you know, time passes and the universe will rip out of your hands what you're clutching onto. And it's just a matter of navigating what that looks like and how you'll be able to, like, what you need to know is just like you have the internal resolve, you have the internal strength, you have the means to be able to really like just have that confidence. Like I said earlier, you have it there. It's just a matter of kind of digging through the shadows, you know, illuminating, actually going to each piece of yourself, honoring each piece of yourself here and illuminating it to yourself, revealing yourself to yourself, really. And you'll be able to, with this Chariot energy, kind of feel at one with yourself and move forward and attack those goals that you've presented. Like, you have the ability to do that. You have the strength, you know, to address these changes that are being presented to you that you know you need to do. You'll be able to move forward here. Yeah. So your overall advice here is, I am the weaver of my reality, and I'm at home in my body and at peace with my spirit. So 2 very beautiful cards around you having the tools to be able to navigate and know that you're the author of your life. You're allowed to be in order to get those tools to be confident, you just have to, like I said, reveal yourself to yourself, to be at home with your body. Honor yourself in that way. Just honor your spirit and your body and how it shows up in the world, regardless of what other people think. So you're able to have the confidence to just weave and create what you want. All right, so that's your reading. If you like a personal reading from me, go to my website, truthischanged.tumblr.com, which is in the link below. And also I have full moon and new moon readings every month on my Instagram, also on my website as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. Blessings.